we allow the client to complete speaking without interrupting them, unless there is an important purpose to interrupt. We give clients enough space, but sometimes we make mistakes. So I'm going to give examples when we are not acting and in line with this behavior. The first way could be the client speaks. It happens quite frequently. And then they finish speaking and we have the next question. And when we ask the next question, the client says something. So there is a cross talking. That happened because we didn't give enough space after they completed speaking. And then we have interrupted their flow. That might happen. The second thing is that we had immediately a great question to ask while the client was speaking. We didn't want to forget it, so we asked it, well, can I ask you this? Something like this came and we interrupted the client. So we did interrupt, but not in service to client. Something happens regularly is we have some habits from listening previously, like when somebody speaks, you're like, uh-huh, mm-hmm, oh, yeah, ah, so that kind of content is actually interrupting the client. So while we say these things while I speak, we are interrupting the client. Another way we might interrupt the client is without a proper purpose, is that we didn't understand what they are talking about. So the client themselves understand and saying, but oh, can I pause you here? What did you mean by this? And so on. So that's for my own understanding rather than the client supporting the client or client's agenda. So these are not good coaching behaviors. We support our clients. That means that we allow them to continue speaking without interrupting them, unless there is an important purpose that is serving the client to do so. Let's talk about first the important purpose, what it could be. The client might be saying the same thing over and over again, and we might then pause it. May I pause you here? You have been saying the same thing in different versions. So what do you really want to say when you say it? Or the client is talking here and there, here and there, here and there, and maybe is circling around and not coming to the point. So we might then, may I pause you here? You wanted to talk about this in our time together, and I've been hearing you talking about this and this and this and that. So how is what you are saying supporting what you want to achieve? Are we still on track? I wanted to check with you. Something like this. So one of these two, not two at the same time, the same two questions at the same time. So these might be the only reasons why we might pause the client, because we are checking if we are on track, or we are noticing something and something maybe is not being expressed here. So we are giving back, we are pausing the client for this. Apart from that, we let the client speak without interrupting. This means we don't say ha ha all the time. We are fully letting the space for the client. We allow enough space after the client ended speaking, so that if there's something they might want to add, they add it. We are patient with ourselves. We might have a thought coming up. We are allowing it to be there and still being fully with the client. So these are the ways that we are allowing the client to express themselves without interrupting them.